Hello there, boys and girls. Welcome back to the channel. Thank you very much for stopping by. And today is the second episode of FM Predicts. And this time we are going to the Championship and who will reach the promised land, according to FM, of that Premier League promotion. This is going to be probably one of the biggest ones in the series, just to see who's going to go from that Championship up to the Premier League. Thank you very much for all your support on the very first episode. Means a hell of a lot. All the likes, all the views, everything is absolutely smashing it on that one, so thank you very much. If you have missed that first episode on League 1 and League 2, link is in the top right hand corner, so you can catch up on all of that. If you're enjoying the series, hit that thumbs up button down below. If you're new around here and you're enjoying what you're seeing, hit that subscribe button and follow it up with ticking the bell icon and turning on all those notifications. Now, without further ado, let's get into this one and let's see what is going to happen. So Championship, we're just going to click on this one here, and as you can see, we've got Stoke and West Brom going to be back in the Premier League, and Stoke won the league with a point, so that was going down to the very last kind of couple of games of the season. 4 teams in the playoffs. They got Leeds, who are going to be there or thereabouts this season, Swansea, Brentford and Huddersfield, who came down last year from the Premier League, with Fulham just below them in 7th. They missed out on the playoffs by 2 points, so really big disappointment for Fulham fans out there. Going down, Charlton, Millwall and Barnsley. So let's see how that compares with the kind of pre-season previews that I've seen in and around the internet. So as you can see, they've got West Brom absolutely spot on. West Brom, they've got them in 2nd, and FM also got them in 2nd. Leeds nearly got bang on there. They're in 3rd, and actually the pre-season preview have got Leeds to potentially win the Championship and go back into the Premier League. With regards to the playoff places, they've got also Swansea, Brentford and Huddersfield. With regards to the pre-season stuff, they've got Fulham, who just miss out according to FM. Cardiff, who actually see themselves in mid-table, so disappointing for Cardiff. Bristol City, who again see themselves just miss out around the 10th place mark, and Nottingham Forest, who are actually again in that midfield pack. So 3 of the 4 playoff hopefuls are actually going to be just missing out on those playoff places. Brentford, not too bad with regards to the prediction there. They've got them in 5th, and actually go up with Stoke and West Brom, whereas the pre-season preview actually got Brentford just outside the playoff places. Who else? What else we're going to check out? We're going to check out these relegation battles as well. So the pre-season preview have got Barnsley, Reading and Millwall all to go down. FM, 2 out of 3, not too bad in regards to Barnsley and Millwall, but Charlton apparently, according to FM, will be joining them. Reading are well above the relegation zones in 15th. So FM seem like Reading are going to be really comfortable as regards to surviving this year in the Championship. Hull City recently been taken over by Grant McCann from Doncaster, ex-PW United player and manager. They're going to struggle this year, going to beat the drop by 5 points, whereas the pre-season preview have got Hull in bang on mid-table territory. So yeah, all in all, not too bad. Now let's go from just under the playoff places down to around about mid-table. We've spoke about most of these teams in the mid-table shuffle, really. Preston are going to see FM have got them in 8th, and the pre-season preview got them all the way down in 19th, so that's a bit of a discrepancy there as well. Blackburn, apparently FM got them in 9th, and Blackburn are going to be seen to be around the 15th mark. there. Talks about Bristol City. Birmingham is quite a big one as well. Going through a little bit of turmoil over the last few years with managers, with owners going into prison. So Birmingham up in 11th. FM have got them there. But again, pre-season just going to be in and around that playoff kind of battle going into the latter stages of the season. Forest Middlesbrough is probably one of the bigger ones. They're usually there or thereabouts with regards to going for the playoffs or even automatic promotion. FM have got them down in 14th. And again, the pre-season preview have got them down around about the 8th mark. So again, pushing for those promotion places. Wigan just signed a really big player this week, actually, Jamal Lowe from Portsmouth, and his goals could keep them up. That's actually not too bad with regards to the pre-season preview. They've got Wigan in 16th on FM and 17th as the pre-season stuff. Derby down in 17th. That's a big one as well. You'd expect them to bounce, well, have a really good kind of challenge again this year with regards to going for the playoffs. I say pre-season, they've got them down in 9th in pre-season previews. Again, challenging for those 4 or 5 places going forward and trying to get into the playoffs. If not, a automatic place there. And other than that, newly promoted Luton, we'll look at these. They're in 18th. That's probably going to be there or thereabouts, to be fair. The pre-season preview got them just above the relegation zone, and it could be a really, really tough season this year for the Hatters in the Championship. But to summarise, Stoke and West Brom join the Premier League party again. Leeds are just going to miss out, according to FM, and Brentford are going to steal the show and steal the party in the playoffs, beating the likes of Leeds, Swansea and Huddersfield. Have all been into the Premier League, but it'll be Brentford going into their first season in the Premier League in 2020 and 2021. Going down to League One next season will be Barnsley, Millwall and Charlton. Millwall have kind of been there or thereabouts in recent years, and apparently, according to FM, they're going to be going down this year. As regards to some of the other shocks and notable kind of differences, Derby are going to struggle this year, as are Middlesbrough and Nottingham Forest, but the Championship is probably one of the toughest leagues, like League One this year, to really predict, and FM doing an okay job with regards to what the pre-season previews are showing. They've got a few places right in regards to people pushing for promotion places or playoff places. Got 2 out of the 3 relegation candidates absolutely spot on, and a couple of places in the mid-card to be there or thereabouts. So that is the Championship. What do you think? Leave me a comment in the comment section down below. If one of your teams is here, how do you think your team is going to get on? Again, leave me a comment down below and see if, just let me know your thoughts on the Sky Bet Championship this season. Well, that is it for today's episode. Sky Bet Championship done and dusted. Stoke and West Brom and Brentford are going to join the Premier League. How likely will that be? We'll have to find out. The EFL is back this weekend, and they start with Luton and Middlesbrough today at, I think it's about 7:45 kickoff. Luton at home at Kenilworth Road against Middlesbrough. Cannot wait for the football season to be well and truly back underway, and that starts this weekend. Next week we'll bring you the Premier League, we'll bring you the Europa League and the Champions League, plus all the other European leagues, and then you'll also get my predictions on how the Premier League, I think how the Premier League will finish next week before the Premier League kicks off. But that is it for today's episode. If you have enjoyed it, please do drop it a like, subscribe to the channel if you're new and you're enjoying what you're seeing, and then follow it up with ticking that bell icon so you're notified every time a video goes live. And until next time, later on today, 5:30, we'll bring you possibly the final episode of the Sir Alex Ferguson Save, where we go for the FA Cup and the Champions League. I'll see you soon.